Should you travel with your children?
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now. There are some famous quotes about travel with children, and I want to share with you. Actually, it's not about traveling with children. It's about traveling in general, and this is one by Mark Twain. It says, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. So this has been often quoted in the value of travel with your children may help to overcome some of the perceptions they have or misperceptions they have of people in the world. We refer to that with these negative words of bigotry and narrow-mindedness. But let's just face it, we all have assumptions about people in the world, that whether they're in the next town or they're in the next country or halfway around the world, and that we assume certain things and we develop certain judgments and perceptions of people until we actually meet them and talk with them. And so there's the value of traveling even to the next town and meeting someone that goes to a different church or attends a different school or they have different type of work. There's a way to expand your children's world by travel. And we in our family said we traveled the world together in our living room through books. And so you can, in a sense, travel to another place and meet other people through books and stories and things like that. But where you can travel, go to a different state, a different country, a different locale, where people dress different, talk different, they have different jobs, they have different perspectives on the world, and find some way to interface with the culture there. It expands your children. And so the quote from Mark Twain goes on to say that broad, wholesome, and charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. And so expanding our experience does help us to value other people and to see them in a good and a wholesome way. And so I encourage you to find ways to encounter different perspectives in life. Not to say that you're trying to convert your children to that perspective, but to expand and put value on those people. Quite often we characterize people whether their fashion is the same as ours. You know, I have gray hair. I could color it red or purple or green or some things. And whenever I encounter people with different color hair, sometimes I have this internal reaction as to whether what I think about them just from their appearance, whether they have piercings or tattoos or different things. But developing a capacity to not be afraid of other people because they're different. They speak different. They dress different. Being able to value them as who they are. And one key word we would like for our children to have is we would like for them to love others. And, you know, as part of loving yourself is being okay with who you are and how you're different from the world. But as we encounter people, we discover that though they are different, they're a lot the same as well. And so expand your children's world by traveling. If you cannot physically travel, you can travel in your imagination through books. And so there are all kinds of ways to encounter other cultures, other perspectives, other ways of living, so that you can actually increase your child's ability to love and value other people. That's a great skill, and that's something as we as parents can do for our children to help them love and appreciate different cultures, different perspectives, political opinions, all those things that tend to divide us and make us angry at one another. Let's work to help our children value the differences and value the people that have them. It's Dr. Roger Smith with Parenting Matters Now.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.